Welcome back to the channel. We are here on February 12th. This is a Friday, okay? Just because I'm on vacation, it doesn't matter. You see the new location, you see the background. It's kind of crazy in the back. We got game room. We got the movie theater seats back there. We got two TVs. It's lit over here, okay? But that doesn't mean I can't give you what I'm supposed to give you. And it's just these hot picks and plays that we have for the Friday slate. We have a big slate coming with 11 games for Friday. A ton of injuries um, that are going on right now, and that's when we're going to find the value in each and every position from point guard all the way to center. And I have a few suggestions for a lot of these positions if we're just looking at it. Point guard, we're going in. Okay, I just got news about Bradley Beal. Okay, Bradley Beal is going to be out, and that's like the heartbeat of this Washington Wizards team. With him, they usually win, and when it's Westbrook usually out, that's when they'll play hard. They'll stay in games, and they'll actually win games. Now Bradley Beal's away from the team. This becomes Westbrook's team. He should obviously be a priority in your lineups going up against the New York Knicks. And it's crazy that the New York Knicks are even favored, but this is a situation. Westbrook, they don't play defense. He goes balls to the wall, and they wind up losing. I don't know what it is, but when it's just Beal and that Washington Wizards team, they play well and they actually win. So there's going to be some openings for this Washington Wizards team at that point guard spot. So one of these guys are going to get thrusted into that starting lineup between Ish Smith and Raul Neto. Now, Ish Smith is a career backup. He really brings a different pace. So I think he's going to stay in that backup role. And I think Raul Neto will become the point guard. All right. And then Westbrook can play that shooting guard role with Bradley Beal out. Now, you can get Raul Neto, former Philadelphia 76er, and I believe Utah Jazz. So he's been playing a little bit better now since he's been moving from team to team. He's like TJ McConnell type of point guard that comes off the bench, high energy, definitely effective in multiple facets, especially assists. So I would like to take a chance on him at 4,200. It's been some spots early in the season when he's got the minutes when Westbrook was out or Bradley Beal was out at the beginning of the season and really, did very well, got 30 DK games in his arsenal. So we're going to go with Raul Neto at 4,200. Nice, cheap point guard to get you guys going on this big slate. All right. Next is going to be the shooting guard position. I got a couple for you. Let me start off with one that's going to be a little bit higher price, and that's going to be Tyrese Halliburton. You can put him at point guard and shooting guard position. And he has that 6,300. This is a big spark for the Sacramento Kings. He has been playing out of his mind. Rookie. He's been the number 2 rookie. LaMelo Ball, clear cut. I was telling you people, man, whole bunch of haters. I was like, LaMelo Ball. I told you could ask anybody that, and I was like, who should be the number 1 pick? Who was the best point guard? Who was the best player in this draft? I was like, Ball. He's the best brother. Ask everybody. I was on Ball like I was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the number 2 guy that's been playing out of his mind is Tyrese Halliburton. And this was a great selection from the Sacramento Kings. Definitely playing to his potential. Coming off the bench like a little Emmanuel kick quickly, but more consistent. He has a weird jumper like Kevin Martin, but he is knocking it down at a ridiculous rate. As you can see, 3 for 4, 4 for 7, 5 for 9. He is super efficient from that 3-point line. He provides assists and a couple of rebounds and definitely steals. We're going to have him in a situation where the Sacramento Kings should like throttle the Orlando Magic, and he's going to be getting those cleanup minutes, like I told you before with the other day with Michael Porter Jr. With those cleanup minutes. He got you 38 DK at a cheap price. Tyrese Halliburton is in that same situation. I think he can take full advantage of that. Another injury, and this is going to be coming from the Utah Jazz, and we're going to go with Joe Ingles at the shooting guard position. You can put him at small forward as well. He's at 5,900, and he is thrusted in a situation where it's going to be him, Donovan Mitchell, that are going to be running the point guard position since Mike Conley is going to be out. And this is going to be a very, very competitive game. So get me all the cheap Utah Jazz that you want. Give me Russell O'Neal. Give me Joe Ingles. They're going to need these guys going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is going to be a very back and forth game. Could go into overtime, but definitely very competitive. They're going to need Joe Ingles' passing ability, passing prowess, and his three-point shooting, which he's a laser three-point shooter. You saw against Boston, 5 for 11, got your 38 DK. They only bumped his price up $100, and you want to take full advantage of this before it's gone. I don't know how long Mike Conley's going to be out for, so before he gets to 6K and above, you want to take full advantage because it's going to be him and Donovan Mitchell running that point guard position. I like Joe Ingles at 5,900. Another guy that we have with another injury, and this is going to be on OKC. They play tough, man. They play tough. They went to LA back-to-back overtime games, taking that to LeBron James. And Luguentz Dort, who is more of a defending type, he stepped up during the bubble and played a little bit better, was knocking down his threes, but he's not really a good three-point shooter. Look for him to get rebounds, assists, and steals because of how defensive-minded he is. But he can also, if he gets hot, he can knock down some threes. But at 4,900, I want him at that small forward position. Baisley is already high price. Hamidou Diallo is already high price. So I'm going to give you a cheaper Thunder option that's going to play a ton of minutes. You saw look at the last 3 games, 32 minutes, 38 minutes, and 41 minutes. They only have 8 bodies on the team, so they need minutes. All right, minutes equal money, and we're going to go after him. Let's make sure you get him before he gets to 5K, and that's when it's just too much. It's just too much. There's no value there. All right, so we're going to go with Dort at the shooting guard position. Next, we have another Thunder at the small forward position, and I gave you this guy the last video, and he's going to be in a similar situation. Like I said, get you the cheap Thunder guys. And this is Kenrich Williams. He is a scorer, very score-minded. As you can see, he's got that New Orleans Pelicans jersey. I was watching him when he was on that team, and he was very aggressive, a very good shooter. 11 for 14. That is crazy field goal percentage. 2 for 3 from the three-point line. 24 points, 3 steals, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Outstanding performance against the Lakers, making a statement. If he can do it against the Lakers, he can do it against Denver, who's a less of a defensive team, obviously. And it's going to be a higher pace because they're going to have to keep up scoring with the Denver Nuggets because they got Michael Porter Jr., they got Jamal Murray, they got Jokic, they got Will Barton. They got a ton of guys that can put the ball in the basket, and you're going to want Kenrich Williams at 5,100. Nice cheap price for you so you can pay up for all of this talent that we have on this 11-game slate. Next, we're going to go to the power forward position, and I've said this guy on a multiple of occasions, and he's back at a cheaper price again. And every time he's going to be at this cheaper price, we want to take full advantage. And that is because the Spurs are going to be without LaMarcus Aldridge at center. So there's going to be more minutes, more, reliability on Keldon Johnson and Jakob Poeltl to put in some work against Atlanta. In a high-paced game, there's going to be a ton of opportunities for rebounds, for assists, for blocks, for steals. Just because of the type of pace Atlanta is going to put up. They're going to put up a ton of points, especially if that three-point ball is going to be going down for them. Spurs are they always play tough, but they're going to have to keep up pace with the Atlanta Hawks, try to limit Trae Young as best as possible. But Keldon Johnson, this is an over 6K player. He was up to 6,200, 6,400, 6,300, putting in nice DK value games, 38 against Denver, 39 against Dallas. So I can see that type of performance when they bumped him down to 58 right now in this high-pace game. We're going to put Keldon Johnson at power forward. And then last but not least, we're going to take full advantage of Detroit center situation. Hopefully the news stays the same with Mason Plumlee missing. And they're on the back-to-back. So Detroit played yesterday. Mason Plumlee did not play. They started Isaiah Stewart. And this man is they dropped his price at 3,100. So just watch the news. As long as Mason Plumlee's out, Isaiah Stewart is going to start. And in 31 minutes, crazy field goal percentage, 8 for 9, got you 17 points, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 assist, 7 rebounds. He might be the lock. He might be in most lineups. You're just going to have to, put him in your lineups if he's starting, and then just follow. Just, go somewhere else with the other positions. But you want to take this value, all right, at 3K, putting in 30 minutes and doing this type of damage against Boston. It should be a blowout, but they're going to need him. They're going to need his minutes. He's a rookie. They're just going to leave him out there so he can maturate. And we want Isaiah Stewart at 3,100. So I gave you a ton of options today. There's probably going to be more to come. Just watch the news. Go to rotoworld/nba.com. And then you'll get an updated, results of who's in, who's out. It's going to be closer to tip, more around that 4 p.m., 5 o'clock time, where you can get an updated look at who's in and who's out. Let me know how you feel about my core that I have here. It's not a core 5. I just gave you a ton of guys, so you can pick and choose. Obviously, some guys are in some better situations than others. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 300, and when we get there, I'll be giving away some money. And that's what you want. You want some money. You want to put in some bets. You want to do some of your own lineups. Feel free. Tell a friend. Subscribe to the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessNessJustD. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sure, I'm on vacation. I will be back tomorrow. I missed one day, all right? And peace out.